Hello everyone, my name's Hayden and welcome to this video. Now in this video I want to talk about whether it's possible, the opportunity, the pros, the cons, and whether it is actually just possible to resell for a living online and live a completely laptop lifestyle. Now, before we go in, let me just explain a little bit about me. So I don't want to boast or anything like that. It's not who I am, but I just need to give you a little bit of clarity, a little bit of a guidance as to who I am so that you know whether or not this is right to listen to this video for you. So I've been selling just coming up to a year now, literally just a few days, and since I actually registered my limited company to sell on Amazon here in the UK. So in that time, I've almost turned over, I could have done it today, if not tomorrow, I think, about 6 figures, so 100,000 I would have sold on Amazon in the UK within that time, within just under the year, if all goes to plan in the next couple of days. So with that current experience, now I understand I'm not a huge guru, I'm not a massive expert, but with that current experience, I thought it would be great in this video for me to just explain to anyone that is wondering whether it's possible to sell full-time on Amazon. I thought I'd explain in this video because I don't currently work. I actually live a very low-cost lifestyle, which I do need to explain in more detail. But I do sell full-time on Amazon. It is my main focus. So whether or not it's actually possible. So first of all, let's just go into the pros of selling. Let's go on to the pros of selling on Amazon. So obviously one of the main perks is that you can actually fully sell on Amazon, whether that's the retail arbitrage model, the wholesale model, online arbitrage, which is what I do predominantly 100%, or sort of, you know, private label. Obviously, I can only talk in detail about online arbitrage, but in general, obviously, I've got my own private Facebook community. Check that out in the comments below if you want to join it. It's in my website link. I interview people on my YouTube page, in my Facebook group, a lot of experts that are way ahead of me. I see hundreds of people come and go in multiple groups, multiple YouTube videos. I've got hundreds of hours of research, and within all of that exposure, I have got a really good idea and understanding of all of the possibilities and the strategies, not necessarily how to do every one of them because I haven't, but I've got a good understanding of the possibilities and all the opportunities. So if I could sum up the opportunity in general of reselling for a living, I would say the massive pro is that yes, it's 100% possible. It's more than possible. It's a huge opportunity, and it's even though the competition is heating up, the growth of Amazon and other sites, you know, it doesn't just have to be Amazon. You've got eBay, Shopify, but obviously I can't talk too much about them because I don't do them as a main strategy. So the potential of Amazon is growing day after day, week after week, year after year, and it's only going to get bigger. So if you need to tick it off your list as to whether the opportunity is possible, please stop hesitating, stop worrying that the opportunity is not possible, because it is 100% possible. Now, another pro is obviously that you can work this unless you want to do RA, unless you want to do MF, which is merchant fulfilled, unless you want your own warehouse. It's fully possible to go on this other side of the spectrum, and it's fully possible to just do FBA, get a prep center, fully outsource the machine, if you like, and actually have a fully laptop lifestyle, which is actually what I live currently. And yeah, so that's great, and please stop searching. It is possible. You know, like, I know it seems like there's a lot of gurus out there saying whether it's possible or not. It is possible. I know it's hard to believe because it looks like one of them iffy potential businesses that sometimes it just looks like everyone's trying to sell a course. I don't sell any courses. I'm not trying to sell anything. Take it from me, it's possible. Here's the cons, right? Here's what you've got to understand. Please don't quit your job. Like, please do not go out there and quit your job straight away, because you will get a shock if you've never done this before, right? Here's the cons. It's hard work. Now, if you think it's going to be really easy, then you're going to be bitterly disappointed. It's a proper business. It's a real business. I've said this in one of my last videos. It's a proper business. It's a real business, just like you would set up an accountancy firm, a landscaping business, a building firm, whatever. It's a proper business. You're importing stock from retailers, wholesalers, or wherever, and you're exporting it through Amazon, okay? Through whatever method you see to suit fit, okay? It's a proper business. There's a lot of logistics behind it. There's a lot of admin behind it. There's a lot of work and money and investment and time and knowledge and learnings that you need to understand to get a real good grasp of the business, you know? I've been doing it almost a year, and I reinvest all my money, but if I wanted to, I could definitely pay myself a full wage, for a full salary from the business, and be reinvesting in the business currently at the moment, you know. And that's just the truth, you know. That's so I'm getting messages on my phone, and that's just the truth, you know. Obviously we're in Q4 at the moment, so it's not necessarily always like that, but generally the growth month after month is building very consistently, very nicely, and it's more than possible, right? But I've been doing 50 to 70 hours a week, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I've been doing 50 to 70 hours a week, usually Monday to Sunday. I've started having a few days off now, but it's hard graft. There's a lot to learn. You've got to be an expert in analysing keeper graphs, unless you can pay someone else to do it for you, depending on your investment. You have to become an expert at selling on a keeper graph. You have to learn every nut and bolt of your business. And then before you start to outsource, which is what I'm starting to do now, that's for a whole other video, right? But here's one of the key points that people overlook, and that I think it's actually really unsincere and not a very nice thing to do when people are selling courses and not explaining this part. I'm not sure if some of the course sellers feel that this bit doesn't have to be mentioned, or it's most likely, if I'm honest, it's because it doesn't sell courses if you say the reality of these things. The truth is, you are going to buy stock at the start that doesn't sell very well or doesn't sell at all. You're going to have money held up in stock. Some items you buy to start with aren't going to sell well. And even when you're at my stage, when you're not an expert but more experienced, you're going to still have items that possibly don't sell, or you have to break even on them, and a lot of items that just sit in your inventory and don't sell straight away. It's a stock-based business. Stock is king in this business, in my opinion. You've got to think of yourself as a retailer like Morrison's, Asda, Sainsbury's, Robert Dyer's, Ryman, something like that, Top Man. Think how much stock they've got. It doesn't sell overnight. That's the nature of the business. But if you're not used to it, it can hit you like a ton of bricks if you don't understand what I'm saying when I say that, okay? You're going to put money in, and sometimes you're not going to get it out for a long time. Depending on the sort of items you buy, it's inevitable that's going to happen. So sometimes you will be sitting on stock for a long time. You will look at your turnover, your profit, and you'll be like, oh, I'm not sure this is working. And it's going to be hard to see it working to start with, especially if you don't invest a lot of money to start with. And I would suggest not investing a lot of money to start with, because that opens you up to a whole barrel. It opens up a big can of worms potentially of you making too many mistakes to start with. But I would say start with a fair amount of money, and after you've started, you can get a good grasp of the business, and then you can start to incrementally invest more money when you realise it's not just going to be all chucked down the drain. Because to start with, you've got the potential of chucking some money down the drain, because you're going to be investing in deals that aren't that great. It's just going to happen when you start out. So the problem is that you may find yourself in a situation like I did. When you start, you feel like the business is not working. It doesn't mean it's not working. It's just a learning stage. If you put in £5,000, okay, you may see minimal results, but it's because a lot of the stuff sits in stock, because you have to reinvest a lot of your money. It's gonna take a long time for you to get that money back out and see the profit and see your initial investment. So it feels like things aren't working, and all you can do at that stage is just implement patience, consistency and understand that the compound effect will be working behind the scenes as long as you stick with it. So there's my summary. It's way possible, but it's not easy, and you've got to stick with it. You've got to be consistent. You've got to put in the work. You've got to put in the money, and you've got to stick with it for a long time, or don't bother. I hope that's helped someone, and I'll speak to you soon.